All right, so let's talk about first how you ended up here.
So I was in the hospital with a serious case of endocarditis, and I had a stroke while I was in the hospital. And the stroke left me with some speech deficits, some um, mobility deficits, but the most important deficit was, in fact, my vision. So my left eye was at first completely closed, and then it became partially open, and I had double vision because the left eye itself wouldn't move very far. And I had the ordinary course of occupational therapy, physical therapy, and speech therapy for 6-8 weeks after the stroke. And one of the therapists suggested that we contact the Vision Therapy Center, because they really didn't have a good strategy for helping me with my vision problem. So I think we first made contact with the Vision Center in May, and I started my therapy here. And at first I could not drive because I saw double. I couldn't read very well. Reading is my chief occupation. And I couldn't read very well, so at first I read with an eye patch, and then the Vision Therapy Center suggested getting reading glasses with tape over the left lens so that I wouldn't have too much interference with the double vision. And gradually my eye improved from the exercises here, I have no doubt, so that I could drive again by August, which was really fabulous, and made a huge difference in my life, and also, of course, in my husband's life, because he had to drive me everywhere for many doctor's visits, and, of course, once a week to therapy here for all those many, many months. So, the Vision Therapy Center took 9 months of my life and turned my life around. You know, I had, at first, severe disabilities, for me anyway, from the stroke. And I continue to have some mobility disabilities and some problems with my right hand, with typing, with writing, and so on. But at least I see clearly, and I only see one person at a time. No more double vision. And in the middle of all of this, I also had a cataract in my left eye, which was due to be replaced when I had the stroke. So everything was wrong. But coming to the Vision Center, though it's a long trip for me, it's almost 40 minutes by car, it was worth every minute of every trip and every minute I spent doing the exercises at home, because as my vision improved, I could read, I could drive, I could get my cataract removed, get new glasses, and altogether my life, I recovered my life basically. I was able to return to the activities that I loved so much, especially reading and watching. I'm a news junkie, so watching news on television, and it has been great. I sold my old shift car and bought a new electric car, and I've never looked back. These people were fabulous. The exercises were at first pretty difficult for me to do, but I was very persistent, which is what it takes, I think, really, to recover your visual acuity. And though I haven't recovered all of it, I continue to improve. I still have some exercises at home, which I notice that I have from time to time, but I don't really do them anymore. But at first I was really quite persistent with them, and I did them every day, and they were graduated so that they got more complicated as I went along here, and I think probably if it hadn't been for the Vision Therapy Center, I would not be driving. I would not be back to my retired life of leisure, and my husband would still be driving me around. So.